Now it's that time where we test out some budget products to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck. First up is a chainsaw sharpener.
Hey guys, today we're gonna test out this automatic chainsaw sharpener. You know, I don't know about you, but when I'm out using the chainsaw, all it takes is a little dip in the dirt and you know that thing just goes dull and then you're taking a lot longer to cut all day long. So something like this could be really handy for just knocking the edge and getting it back into shape. Now they give you this little piece right here, which is this jig, and then there's these little handles here that attach onto the different size of files here, and these have a little diamond coating on them. So depending on the chainsaw size, you want to make sure that you get the right one. That way you don't overcut that or undercut it. So you want to make sure that you get the right size for the size of the chainsaw blade. Now one thing is that we see here is we have two different cutting surfaces on a blade. So you've got it cutting one direction, and on the other side of the chain you've got it going. So that's why we have these two different sides right here, so we can play with that. So what you do is you get this tightened onto the blade and make sure that you keep it off about 1/4 of an inch or so, just so the chainsaw can move on that, so that blade can move on the bar and not hit the jig. And then what you're gonna do is go into the corresponding hole here and then just get in here and file away. Now this is supposedly gonna give you just the perfect angle so you get the right cut, which means it's gonna be the most durable way for that blade as well. This works okay here. And then all you have to do is move down here to the next one. And the same kind of thing. We just come in here and do it. All right, guys, let's go out and test this thing out, see if it really works. All right, guys, let's test this thing out, see if it's any sharper. All right, that might have been a little bit better. I'm gonna give this thing 2 stars because you know something, I probably could have got it sharper with just a couple chainsaw files. Now, if it's the first time doing it, might be able to use this jig. It might be easier for the new user.
You know, sometimes attaching 2 pieces of wood can be difficult. Let's test out the Craig pocket hole jig to see how it works.
All right, guys, today we're gonna test out this Craig pocket hole jig. This is a little tiny version. I wanted to see what we could get on Amazon really inexpensive. So what this does is this gives you the ability to put 2 pieces of wood together with some mechanical fasteners, which is really nice. We've all tried to like toenail screws in and we bust stuff out. This is the best way of doing it. So I bought the little tiny one. Let's see how it works. So what we have to do is this has 2 really cool adjustments on it. First, you can adjust the depth into the wood. So this actually clicks out and moves back and forth. So that we're gonna put on right here and clamp it. Our next thing is the drill bit here. So if I show you kind of how this works on the edge here, I'll just put it up on here so you get a better view. This will actually drill down into the wood and give us the ability to pocket hole that into there and hold it together. And then all you have to do is adjust this depth setting right here with this little hex nut, and then that way we can move this in and out depending on how deep it is. And they do give you on the inside of a box a little tiny gauge right here that you can use with some depths on it, which makes it a little bit easier to work with. So let's give this thing a shot. What they've done here is they've given us this really cool pad to clamp to. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clamp this down to our wood, just because I don't want this to move around a lot, okay? And then I'm just gonna set this up here so I'm not fighting the clamp. So I'm gonna come in here and hold this nice and tight. Get that lined up in the bushing first. Now that we're in there good, let's just see how it works. One. There's 2. So now I'm going to take this clamp loose. See, now we've got 2 little pocket holes here for us to put screws into, and it's already drilled that really cool part, so it'll be easy to go in here. So we're actually pre-drilled with that. So let's see how this fits together here. So if I fit this right here, and now I'm going to switch over here from the drill bit over to their extra long driver. Now this is really cool because I can get in here with an angle and not have the bulky head, which isn't really that bulky, but it's hard to get a drill in there when you have a little tiny extension. So let's see what happens here. So now I just have to come in here like this. And now we've got something super solid. This does not move. I'm gonna break the 2x4, and if I would have put glue in there, it would have been even a stronger joint. This is an easy way to put two pieces of wood together if you're building anything from a picture frame to shelves. This is a must-have for a woodworker. I'm gonna give this 5 stars. The only recommendation I would give you is maybe get the next bigger size. They have other units available. If you're doing this a lot, get the better one. This is the cost.